you can see, we have Al Gore as our theorist. Earth in the Balance, Ecology of the Human Spirit. But who is he? He's a 67-year-old and worked as a journalist while being an American politician, advocate, and journalist, like I said, underneath Bill Clinton. He represented the 45th Vice President of the United States. He is the founder and current chair of the Alliance Climate Protection, the co-founder and chair of Generation Investment Management, and the chair of the now current TV Google Network, and the board directors of Apple Incorporated, and the senior advisor to Google. How cool. In Earth in the Balance, our title, Gore discusses the importance of a free market capitalist system in which he supports the people in taking action, but first, you have to notice the environmental issues that we face with every day. And, just to say, he's one of the first figures to claim global warming as an issue. But what's the point of this? Why did he write it? He stated that the free market capitalist economy is the most efficient tool used by people, It just represents a laissez-faire, free market, limited government interaction. As he quotes, as a system for allocating resources, labor, finance, and taxation for determining the production and distribution of goods. But where a society and individuals must take action to pursue individual needs for themselves and the environment by doing so and taking awareness. You just have to have a positive outlook. But what's the argument? Gore argues that if we, the society, take actions as individuals to our global economic environment, improvements will occur for our future. Gore also claims that the society is more focused on today thinking rather than the future and where we will be in 10 years. Society is more focused about finding the need to find financial development and education to the peoples. As another quote, he says, "The hard truth in the economic system is partially blind. It sees some things and not others." You can get that out of Dogmas and Dreams, page 67. After that, he continues to say, "The partial blindness of our current economic system is the single most powerful force behind what seems to be the irrational decisions about the global environment." That just means that it cares for things most important to the buyers and sellers like food, clothing, and completely ignoring the value of other things like fresh water or clean air to breathe. He also mentions stuff about depletion in the environment and taxations in the gross national product of a country. For example, the wear and tear on chainsaws and bulldozers as an accepted cost of doing business, but wear and tear on the forest is ignored. But what's the counter-argument of all this? Of course, the counter-arguments against Gore and his theories argue against him claiming that Gore has a conflict of interest between personal and environmental care. He also says this in an interview online that you can find on Google, where he even admits using his car more than he has to, spending more money than he needs to on unnatural products. Kind of contradicts himself a little bit. To some, they argue that if he really cares for the environment or profit for his funding, that you have to support the fact that every time we consume something, there will be waste, and we need to count that waste in order to improve our society. If we measure the value of what we do and consistently ignore the side effects, we will continue to set ourselves up for nasty surprises. But Gore has also seen and been accused in admitting his overuse of lack of dedication to conserving Earth, like mentioned. Alright. So how is he going to carry this out? Who is his support system? What's his plan? Gore introduced two major plans in Earth in the Balance. The first one was the Global Marshall Plan that had 5 main points. Stabilize the world population, because there's way too many people every year. We need to notice the rapid development of environmental technologies, the economic changes and rules, new negotiation and approval of international agreements in the education system, as mentioned before. And Gore has also introduced the Clean Air Act in 1963 This is where air pollution would be monitored and regulated that addressed in, for examples like acid rain, ozone depletion from the chlorine in our human breath, which is why the population is so important, toxic air pollution, and he also tried to establish permits program for stationary sources and increased enforcement authority. To conclude, although Gore has been criticized about not following his own notions, his environmentalism has been noticed among many. We can only hope that the environmental awareness can expand to the peoples of the world. Perhaps the environmentalism that we have in the West will spread to foreign countries and help stop toxins in our atmosphere. We all live here on Earth as one. Let's follow Gore's advice of staying clean, thinking green, and being educated on the issues of the environment and how to fix those issues created. Dun, 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 dun.